Hey everybody, I'm Ebunny Shanay here with Soundwaves Radio. We're standing here at the premiere movie Touched, and I'm standing with Laquisha. How are you, Laquisha?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So I hear that you play a survivor in the movie. Can you tell me a little bit about your role?
Well, I'm actually a survivor, so one of the four clips is showing my particular story and how I overcame sexual violence as a child, and highlighting my organization as well, and how from that experience I was able to start something to empower others as well.
Wow, wow. I thank you so much for being here today. Can you tell me a little bit about a challenge that you may have came across preparing for this role, being as though it was touched close to home?
Well, so much a challenge. I would guess say share my story with the world, and not knowing how people are going to view. Many people were aware of my experience of sexual violence as an adult or as a college student, but not many people were aware of the things that happened in my childhood. So it was kind of the very first time that I decided to open up about that piece of my story. So it was pretty much a challenge because I was sharing something new with the world.
Right. So what were the emotions like, your feelings and thoughts? Like, did you have any second thoughts about coming, sharing your story with everybody?
Well, no, because I feel that God has pretty much called me to tell my story and to share with other people to help empower them, to let them know that if I can overcome, then you can too. It's just a matter of getting to a point where you're able to share a different part of your truth and not wanting to withhold some of the story because, as you continue to grow and you allow allow the world to know about what's going on in your life, sometimes you want to shield them from certain aspects of it. And God is like, no, you have to share it all. And in order for that other person who's experienced what you've experienced to be set free, you need to speak about all areas, even the areas that you aren't quite comfortable with speaking about. So.
That's very powerful that you were able to, muster up the courage to like share that with everyone. So we thank you for that. And you mentioned that you had an organization. Can you tell me about that? What's the name of it?
Yes, it's called Voice, Victory Over Inconceivable Cowardly Experiences. It's a sexual abuse survivors network, and what we do is help people find their voice after sexual violence. So, whatever that may look like for you, it may be, well, you might need to tell your family about it if you've never told your family. You might need someone to walk with you through telling the authorities, or you might not have admitted to yourself that has even happened to you, and there's something that drawn you to us and you feel that you need to talk with us, and after talking with us we hope that we would get you to a point where you realize you need to seek professional counseling or whatever way or method of healing that needs to take place, that you are able to get there and you're able to find your voice and whatever that means for you, because finding your voice for different people is a different thing. You might want to shout it to the world, you might want to just be able to admit to yourself that it happened, you might want to be able to write it in your journal. So whatever that stage of finding your voice is for you, we are here to assist and help, and also to spread awareness for child as well as adult sexual violence, and to put an end to it. We want to remove the stigma surrounding it. There's so much shame surrounding sexual violence, and not many people want to identify and say, I'm a survivor of this. And we want it to be whereas though people will be okay with saying, I'm a survivor, and not allowing that situation to own their lives any longer.
Wow, wow, that's very powerful. We thank you for like starting that organization because a lot of people out there, as you may know, and I know that everyone's like sort of scared to like take that next step. And I'm sure that your organization gives these proper tools to help. Yes. So that's very, very nice of you. And what do you think that people would take from this film once they leave after they view it?
I believe that people will realize that this is an issue that happens every day. It's an issue that happens to anyone, or that can happen to anyone, no matter your race, your economic status, that it has no respective person. Also, that it's something that's not talked about, and that we will shed light on this dark topic and allow more people to not have to become victims of it, because we're shedding light and shedding awareness. And as we shed awareness, we hope to put an end to it. The more people that are educated, the more people that are aware that it happens, the more people feel that they have a safe space to be able to open up and say, this happened to me, it might prevent it from happening from to someone else.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm ready to see this film. And I'm so glad that you stopped by Soundways Radio today. Can you let everyone know where we can find you and maybe your organization as well?
Yes, you can find my organization at www.asurvivorsvoice.org, or you can find us on Instagram at A Survivor's Voice, as well as Twitter at Voice Survivors, and as well as Facebook as A Survivor's Voice. So.
Thank you so much, Laquisha, for stopping by today. I want to thank you so much. And I want to thank all my viewers out there. And this is Ebunny Shanay with Soundwaves Radio, and we're out.